Welcome to the Way of Permanent Transformation. My name is Stanley Bronstein. This is part 4 in our series, Success Won't Solve This Problem, and today we're talking about meaning and purpose. Let's begin by telling it like it is. Success can solve some problems. It can give you more money, more options, more comfort, more recognition, more proof that you are capable of doing something. Those things aren't bad, but success can't answer the deepest questions for you. Why am I here? What does my life mean? What am I becoming? What is my life actually for? Who's being helped because I'm alive? What good is happening through me? Those aren't success questions. Those are meaning and purpose questions. And if you never answer them, you can win on the outside and still feel unsettled on the inside. So before we go any further, let's separate meaning from purpose. Purpose is what you aim your life toward. Meaning is what life signifies. It's the deeper so what underneath being alive. I would say the meaning of life is this. Life is a temporary, conscious experience through which existence becomes known, felt, chosen, shaped, and valued. We're not merely here to achieve, consume, survive, or accumulate. We're here to experience reality, become aware of it, participate in it, learn from it, love within it, suffer through it, grow because of it, and recognize that the brief time we're given matters precisely because it's limited. Meaning is not the assignment. Meaning is the significance of the assignment. It is the realization that being alive is not empty, neutral, or accidental to the one living it. It is an opportunity to turn time into awareness, experience into wisdom, and existence into something that mattered. That's why some people finally get what they thought they wanted and then quietly wonder, is this it? They're not necessarily ungrateful. They may simply be discovering that achievement and meaning are not the same thing. Achievement says, I did something. Meaning asks, did it matter? Achievement says, I reached the goal. Meaning asks, did that goal serve the life I actually wanted to live? Achievement says, people can see what I built. Meaning asks, can I live with who I became while building it? Purpose isn't a slogan. It isn't a motivational poster. It isn't something you say because it sounds impressive. Purpose is direction. Purpose is what you're using your life for. And meaning deepens when your life, your values, your actions, and your contributions begin moving in the same direction. When those things are scattered, you feel scattered. When your outer life and inner life are moving in opposite directions, you feel divided. When your success serves your ego, but not your spirit, something inside you knows it. That's why success without alignment can become exhausting. You may have more, but still feel less whole. A meaningful life is a life consciously aimed at what truly matters. It's a life where you stop drifting. You stop merely reacting. You stop letting your calendar, your habits, your fears, your distractions, your obligations, or other people's agendas quietly decide what your life becomes. A meaningful life isn't found by accident. It's built through conscious intention. You choose direction. You shape your life. You decide what's worth your time, energy, attention, discipline, and love. And sooner or later, purpose almost always leads beyond the self. Not because you don't matter, you do matter. Your life matters. But a life built only around self eventually becomes too small. We're not built only to consume. We're not built only to collect. We're not built only to achieve, manage, protect, and control. We're built to contribute. A meaningful life is not just a life where things happen to you. It's a life where something good happens through you. Someone is strengthened, some burden is lightened, some truth is spoken, some kindness is given, some example is set, some problem is addressed, some part of the world is better because you didn't keep your life completely to yourself. That doesn't have to be dramatic. It doesn't have to be famous. It simply has to be real. This is also why happiness can't be reduced to success. Real happiness needs more than achievement. It needs joy. It needs peace. And it needs purpose. Joy without purpose can become distraction. Peace without purpose can become withdrawal. Purpose without peace can become burnout. But when joy, peace, and purpose begin working together, life becomes deeper. You're not just chasing the next thing. You're not just surviving the day. You're not just proving yourself over and over again. You begin living from a stronger center. That stronger center is what I often think of as the spirit. I don't mean that in a narrow religious sense. I mean the inward life, the part of you connected to meaning, conscience, peace, gratitude, compassion, alignment, and purpose. If that part of you is neglected, you can be disciplined and still be divided. You can be productive and still be restless. You can be successful and still not be whole. That's the problem success will never solve by itself. Success can improve your circumstances, but meaning requires awareness. Purpose requires intention. Wholeness requires attention to the inside, not just the outside. So here's a practical exercise for you. Take 10 quiet minutes today and answer these 5 questions. What am I chasing right now? What am I actually serving? Who's being strengthened because I'm alive? Where is my life out of alignment? What's one purpose aligned action I can take this week? Don't turn this into a performance. Don't try to sound impressive. Tell the truth. If you don't like your answers, that's not failure. That's information. That's the starting point. Because once you can see clearly, you can choose differently. Success is not the enemy, but success must be put in its proper place. It's not the meaning of life. It's not the purpose of life. It's not the final answer. The deeper question is not simply, what can I achieve? The deeper question is, what's my life becoming and what good is happening through me? A meaningful life is chosen, and it begins when you stop asking only what you can get from life and start asking what your life is here to give. That's the way of permanent transformation. If this message speaks to you, please like this video and subscribe to this channel. New videos are released throughout the week, and you can learn more or contact me at my website, thewayofexcellence.com.